Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jedi Brown. This is
Tabby over here.
my lovely lady. And oh, sorry. Let me hit my phone and turn it off there. Just 1 second while I get the rest of the page set up for us to go, and we will get started. While I get the rest of the page set up for us to go, and
Is Jason?
Right. Okay, I think we are ready. So, first thing, I have a gift for you guys, and the gift is a PDF that you're going to want to read. And the reason is because that gift teaches you how to promote yourself instead of promoting other people's offers, which is still good. Promoting other people's offers is good, but ultimately, you want to be branding yourself as the authority in the industry. And this is something that Tabby and I have really been getting into. And the reason for that is because, well, first off, you want people to see you as the authority. And second off, because when you learn how to do this the proper way, it's a skill that can never be taken away from you. Your company can go down, your offer can go away, and it doesn't matter because you have taught yourself exactly how to be the authority instead of pointing people to another authority. So there's a PDF inside there. I highly recommend you guys read that book. It's a book by Wallace Wattles, and it's called Promote Yourself. So you have 15 minutes to grab it. Once the timer goes, the book is gone, and we'll move on. So just real quick, who I am and why you're watching me here. My name is Jed Brown, and a little bit about my background, my story, and then we'll get into it. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time tonight. We're looking at maybe another 25 or 30 minutes, but at the end of the webinar, I'm going to take about 5 to 10 minutes to show you something pretty sneaky and cool that you can use to start grabbing leads like Tabby has done. We taught Tabby how to do it, and it's really started exploding the organic lead flow coming in So basically, about a year ago, maybe a year and a month ago, I had quit my business, which is a roofing company, and I had decided to um, search for something else, but all I could find was a job to paint a cabin up in the mountains off that way. And I was living in the middle of a city, two-bedroom apartment. I came home one day and went to turn my lights on, and my light didn't turn on, so I thought it was just blown out. And I walked over to another one and flipped the switch, and that didn't go either. And that's when I realized that my power was shut off. And I had gone from a multiple six-figure business per year down to not even being able to afford my power. And so I was extremely curious how that could happen to somebody. And I started playing the blame game, blaming other people, blaming just the industry and circumstances that were happening to me. And then I got this email in my inbox one day from a guy that just shared some amazing information with me. And I'll let you know what he said and what made such a big impact in my life. But, let's flash forward. Sorry, plane's catching us. Let's flash forward another year, and here I am in a 4,000 square foot home, and this is our backdrop. And I have this lovely young lady in my life. Tell them a little bit about your story, babe.
Okay, so hi guys, my name's Tabby. About a little less than a year ago, as of January this year, I was working 2 minimum wage jobs. I was living in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, so North Idaho up there. There's not a whole lot of opportunity. I was stressed out, frustrated, exhausted. A lot of mornings I had to wake up in between 2:30 and 3:30 in the morning so that I could go open a coffee stand, only to get off at noon and go work a second job where I got off around 7:30 at night. During that case, sometimes I had to go shopping and then go home and then prepare my food for the next day. It was literally just running the rat race, and I was tired of it. And so one day I literally was behind the door of my second job, and I was folding shirts, and I just was like, what am I? Why am I working these jobs when I know I'm meant for more? I desire more, and I know that I'm worth more than this. And so it wasn't until I had actually asked the universe that question and had emotion behind it. And then a week later, I found an amazing opportunity. I got to go to Miami, Florida. I didn't have the money for it, so I tapped into the law of attraction and manifested over $1,000 in 4 days so that I could go to Miami. And for me, it was really just a vacation, but it was a whole lot more than that. It changed my life. And in that place, I found Jed, and here we are now. I was able to quit my jobs. I was able to move from Idaho to this beautiful, wonderful mountain home here in Colorado, and we build our lives together, and we help people do what we've done because we know that it's worth sharing. It really is, and both of our lives have changed a lot from it. So
We know a lot of you guys, just a lot of human beings in general, are feeling like they're stuck. They're feeling like they're running around on a wheel that's not getting them anywhere. A lot of people feel frustrated. A lot of people feel like they're alone on their journey. A lot of people don't really have, they wake up and they don't feel like they even have a purpose to their day other than to just go. If anybody's ever seen the movie Groundhog's Day, they wake up. A lot of people wake up. This was me a year ago. I was waking up, living the same day over and over again, and was accomplishing nothing. And it really made me feel just frustrated, angry, and just kind of depressed, really. I don't know. You feel that like that at all?
not anymore. I used to, yeah. That's
How,
for sure.
how did you feel? Like, what was your main feelings when you were sitting in both of your dead-end jobs?
Oh my gosh, I felt like I was stuck. I felt like there was a door that I couldn't open that led to prosperity and abundance and everything that I could ever dream of. And I remember days when I would be standing in my coffee stand, sweating because I would be on my feet running my butt off for 6 hours straight. And I remember stocking straws close to actually right after I closed the coffee stand. And I remember visualizing my life the way that I actually wanted it. to be. I visualized walking on the beach with enough time and enough money that none of it even mattered anymore, that I was really just living the life that I wanted because I wanted to, not because I had restrictions, just because life was amazing and I loved everything about it. You know, that's what I visualized. And little did I know that I was attracting that into my existence just by visualizing it. So yeah, I used to feel stressed out, exhausted, stuck, overwhelmed, but now it's not like that anymore.
And what did you find that caused the switch? Because the title of the webinar is leading up to exactly what we're about to inform you of, and the title of the webinar is Vision Your Dreams and How to Achieve Anything That You Want Starting Today.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that most of their thoughts are either A, not even their own, or B, stuck living in the past or the future. And people don't realize that your power is in the now.
It's in the now, yeah.
And what we wanted to teach you guys tonight is that when your biggest struggles are coming up, and let's just say that you have this goal in your mind that you want to be in a better financial situation, you want to be in a better friendship situation, you want to be in a better lifestyle situation. What was said to me was that I needed to go stare into the mirror for a little while, because I would be staring at the problem, and that I would also be staring at the solution as well. And I didn't get it when it was said to me right away. It took me a little bit of time to process that, and a lot of you probably need to go look into the mirror, because you're staring at the solution to your problems that are happening in your life right now. If you'd just be willing to stand up, take ownership of the fact that everything that has been created in your life is a direct reflection of either the thoughts that you've been thinking or the actions that you've been taking. And if you would just realize that all you need to do is change your thoughts, which will inherently change your actions, that you could turn your entire situation around starting right now and be headed right back in the direction of that. And so there's another book that I highly recommend that you guys pick up, and it's called Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And Tabby is going to tell you why.
So one thing that I have to feed off of from what Jed just said was your thoughts. And what I realized on my journey is that the difference between success and failure is clarity on the outcome that you want. So first of all, when you think about your thoughts and what they're doing, become very clear on what you want in your life and make it so that time and money don't matter. It's just what feels good to you. So this book that he's talking about has really changed my life dramatically. It allows you to feel fully confident in trusting yourself. It allows you to create the reality and mold the reality that you desire just by focusing your thoughts and your energy in a certain direction and allowing all other obstacles to fall away because they're not important. They're just there showing up in your face because that's, you know, that might be an obstacle, but it also allows you to take that certain situation and it allows you to let go of it. And when you let go of it as not being something that you want to focus on in your life, then it's like you being able to literally create your reality the way you want it. And it brings power, it brings confidence, it brings clarity in your life, and it allows you to get rid of the old and bring in the new. So it really, really allows you to visualize what you want, set the intention, and watch it happen in your life as you are the deliberate creator. You are the person molding your reality and shaping it, whether you know it or not. So now would be a great time to take that information, start learning about, you know, the laws of the universe, start learning about how you create your reality and molding it to your advantage.
Not even just to your advantage, but to other people's advantage around you too. A year ago, I went from really having nobody around me that was providing any value to the life that I was living, but I realized that the reason that is because I wasn't providing any value to the people around me. I'm going to say that again because hopefully it'll sink in for you guys. I was not providing any value for the people around me, and therefore the people around me were just kind of existing as well. We're not meant to just exist. We're meant to be here on this planet to live a fully abundant life. And the only thing holding any of us back from that is ourselves. Proof from where we went to where we're at now is right behind us. This is what we get to experience every single day just because we started taking these principles and applying them to our life. Furthermore, what we really wanted to provide to you guys as value today was the ability to take these lessons and apply them to your business or to your life, so that you could really start to see some better results from what's happening inside of your lives. So let's just take a step-by-step process. Step one is to start processing what thoughts am I actually thinking all day. A lot of people just have subconscious thoughts running around in their mind. Maybe they're thoughts of the fact that they're not good enough, or that they don't deserve something because of some previous actions in your life. And I just want you guys to all know that we truly believe that you deserve it. You deserve a better life. You deserve to be able to provide for your families. You deserve to be able to provide for yourself. And so you really need to start getting on top of that inner language. How do you talk to yourself all day? I know how I used to talk to myself all day. And I used to really come down pretty damn hard on myself, and I'd be willing to bet that you guys are doing the same thing, to one varying degree or another. So step one is stay on top of how you're talking to yourself inside of your head, because that is what's creating the actions that you are doing out in your life, which is those actions are what is creating the life around you, and that all stems from here. So step number two, once you're on top of that, you need to get clear on what it is exactly that you do want. And you might say, well, I know what it is that I want. Well, why don't you take a second to grab a pen and paper and write that down? What does that mean to you? What does the house look like? What does the lifestyle look like? What does the friends look like? What does the financial situation look like? And you will probably recognize that you're not being very specific. You may want to say, oh, I want to live in the mountains. Well, I used to say that all the time too, but we need to identify the exact details of what that means. I want to live in the mountains in a 4,000 square foot house that has a fireplace, that has a garage, that has, whatever it is that you'd like to see. For me, what that was granite countertops. I needed to have a 2-car garage that was extended so that I could work on things. I needed to be close enough to the city where I could still come back down in, but be far enough away so that I could pull myself out of that vibration. Down to my lady, I was exact in all of the things that I wanted to have inside of somebody. So you need to have as many details as possible. For you, how has that changed your life by adding the details?
Well, this is kind of like a twofold concept for me, because I truly believe that when you are specific on something, you allow that clarity to define exactly what you want, which brings it into your experience more. However, if you're being so clear that if anything else comes in and changes what you want, that it actually hurts your energy, your vibration, it actually makes you hard against something, that's when being more general can be of value to you. So for me, though, being clear has really been a stepping stone for my success. It's really been the turning point, the tipping point, that you can perceive life the way you want it instead of the way you don't want it. It's focusing on what makes you feel good rather than focusing on what makes you that doesn't make you feel good. So there's really two emotions, guys: love and fear. And love and fear is also what feels good and what feels bad. So what are you focusing on to help empower your thoughts, empower your life experiences, and bring you to the place that you feel is success to you?
Tabby just said something that's incredibly important. And what she said was, how do you feel? How do you feel with the actions that you're taking in your life? And I keep leaning up, actually, because I'm running the webinar myself. So I have things moving around inside of here, and so that's why if you keep seeing that and you're wondering what the hell is this guy doing. So if you guys can relate to any of this, go ahead and post some comments inside of the chat, and maybe post some of the questions if you'd like some help on a certain situation that you might have going on, so that we can help you guys in any way that we can. So moving on, we're at about 20 minutes here. Like I said, I'd like to keep it short for you guys. So about another 5 minutes to explain a little bit more of this to you guys, let you know what's coming up, because I did say that we have some vision coming, and I want to let you guys in on what our vision is for the people around us, and how that involves you, and how that's going to work out. So how do you feel? It's important to associate how you feel with your goals, because a lot of people, when they think about something, they will think about, oh, I want to have this big house and I want to have a wonderful lifestyle. But the feeling that comes up for them when they think that is a feeling of the fact that they don't have it and that they can't attain it. And so what they're literally doing is they're taking the goal that they want, and then they're associating the fact that they can't achieve it. And so the universe just keeps creating that, and that's what you get for your life. And then they wonder, why can't I get ahead? Why can't I move forward? But they don't realize that what they're actually doing is perpetuating that goal from being able to manifest inside of their lives by simply not understanding how thought is supposed to work. Not even supposed to work, how thought actually works in conjunction with your life. So what you would rather do is take your goal, whatever that thing is, and then go find something else in your life that you already feel good about, something that makes you feel really good, and associate that feeling, and then close your eyes and visualize your goal so that that feeling is now connected to your goal. And that's what's going to start to perpetuate and really accelerate that goal into a physical manifestation. And it's kind of like planting a seed in the ground, just like one of these trees behind us here. You plant that seed, and you plant that seed in your mind, and for a while you don't see anything. It's all down here in the soil. The seed is growing, but what most people do is say, oh, I can't see it up here, and so it's not happening down here. I just won't water it anymore. I'm not going to feed it anymore because it's not working. But in all reality, you just got to keep watering that seed until it finally just breaks through just a little bit. And once it breaks through just a little bit, hey buddy, how you doing? This is my Jedi friend. Let's see here. My Jedi friend Alex decided to pop on and hang out with us for a little bit, which is awesome. So Alex, I don't know if you've been watching. Up the kids. What up, kids?
The baby.
Hi. I just barely got on. Sorry. I had to feed her.
You're all good. So what we're talking about is seeding imagination and the power of visualizing things to really make them happen. Do you have a thought on that?
Yeah. Determination is a powerful tool. But I think the first step sometimes is accepting that you can do more than what you might think that you can do. It's really easy to get caught up in that.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize that by simply imagining something and then believing that you can actually accomplish it, that you can actually really have, be, and do things that were never previously thought possible by simply having the determination and the belief that you can accomplish it. And so that's what the entire webinar is all about. And then I'm going to show you guys here in about 5-10 minutes how to really start spreading yourself out into the world around you in a way that doesn't cost a lot of money, but highly affects people. And you know, I actually didn't even realize that I sent out invites to actually connect with here, but I think it's cool. Do you have a couple more words? Because this is, I don't know if you know this, but this is actually live for people out there, for a couple of thousand people. So maybe a couple more words from you on what you think about that.
Well, let's see.
I know it's putting you on the spot, but you should be all right with it.
Yeah, I'm working on multitasking here. I think it's largely to do with refusing to accept a mediocre standpoint, and always keeping a positive outlook on where we're going. It's easy to get caught up in just something less than ideal, or kind of with our nose to the grindstone. I think that we oftentimes need to accept that we're probably meant for much more than that, and how quickly can we realize that determines whether or not we're going to follow through with it.
And how has that thought process affected your life?
I've been able to accomplish some things that very, very few people have. Probably, 1 in 1,000 type deal. And while it largely seems like it's a physical only aspect, there's a lot more than that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as becoming an instructor with the style of Kung Fu that we're practitioners of, it's much harder than what people realize, I believe.
Yep, I'm only halfway there, and I've seen how hard it can be just on the halfway point. Tabby actually just passed her first test. We don't have the results in yet, but just from what I watched and what I saw, I know for a fact that she's about to go have Sifu let her know. That'll be good.
Good.
Yeah. So, like I promised you guys, I'm going to give you something really cool. I'm going to screen share here with you and show you how you can easily start getting yourself out there to actually make a difference in other people's lives, because at the core, people want to make a difference and they want to affect other people in a positive way. Just most oftentimes, people don't understand how to do that. And so I'm going to give you guys a really easy way on how to do that. So just 1 second. We'll cruise over here. Oh.
You're welcome.
And then we'll cruise over here. So a lot of you guys know YouTube, a lot of you guys know Facebook. We're going to go over to Facebook first, because it's a completely free way to get yourself out there and start making a difference in someone else's life. And I'm going to let Tabby talk about the Facebook side, because she has a really cool story on somebody's life that she affected just through Facebook, and I see it happen all the time. I've even seen where people make a post that's just something positive for the day, it gets shared by somebody, and I've seen it go all the way to somebody who was about to commit suicide, who decided not to, simply decided to share something positive. And Alex, I'm going to mute you out here just while we go through this. And that's the power of just putting yourself out there. I mean, that affected somebody's life, literally, between life and death. So let me hit the screen share here, and I'll let Tabby explain this real quick, and then I'll explain my secret Jedi way of getting yourself out there without having to spend a lot of money doing it. Babe?
Okay, so basically I had a guy who I went to high school with. He was following me on Facebook for quite some time, probably for a good 6 or 7 months. He messaged me a while ago and said, "Hey, just so you know, I really appreciate everything that you're posting. I see that you have really made a difference in your life, and just because of that, you've made a difference in my life because you've shared it." And so that really gave me a good boost that what I was doing was helping other people, because really that's my desire. It's my desire to inspire people to find truth within. You know, what are you passionate about? What do you want your destiny to look like? You know, asking yourself deeper questions. Is this life I am living sufficient enough for the purpose of my destiny? You know, it's not about looking at what everyone else is doing and saying I have to be just like them. It's saying, you know, what is my destiny? Who am I? What am I passionate about? You know, what makes me happy? And when you really can close all doors off to what you don't like having, and you open all doors to what it is that makes you feel good, then you really find yourself. You find who you are, and with that you can inspire the world, and you're basically tapping into the energy that creates worlds when you do that. That might sound kind of funny, but it's very true. We have a source within us that is infinite energy, infinite knowing, and when you can tap into that, then you can share with others. So this kid, anyway, he went through a breakup with his girlfriend that he was madly in love with, and he got depressed, and he started messaging me again, and he said, you know, Tabby, I know that I can learn this information on my own, but I need your help, basically. And it really made me feel important, not just for me, but to other people that are seeking this information, that need this information. And it's not just something that I love, it's something that they need. And so, you know, that's the definition of passion, too. What you love and what the world needs is just that's your mission, actually. If you know what you love and the world needs it, make it your mission to share it with the world. And so with him, he's been able to find happiness. He's been able to let go of all the things that were depressing him, and he said that he's never been sure about anything else as much as he is now in his entire life. And so that really, if you have a desire to help people, if you have a desire to not only find yourself, but, you know, start now. Now is the time to do it. If you wait, you will. So that's my piece of advice with the story that I was able to share. So
Just another life drastically changed by simply putting yourself out there for people, because what people see is when you do that, they see that they're not alone. They see that they can connect with other people, and that other people are going through the same struggles that they are, and when they see that, something happens. They actually have a spark of hope ignite inside of them, and when that happens, it really empowers people to start moving towards their destiny, right? Start moving towards their purpose of whatever they're meant to do here on the planet. So, got a couple more minutes left, and what I'm going to show you guys is a YouTube method that you can take and apply to your business today to start generating some good traffic for yourselves. So a lot of people, everybody's trying to generate more exposure for themselves, and they're always trying to do it at a cheaper cost. Well, this is one proven method to do so. So everybody knows YouTube, and so the first thing that we're going to do is we need to find who our target market is, because a lot of people don't realize that the more specific and exact matching your target market, the better you're going to be as far as your message to market match. Now, you also want your video to be on the first page or as close to the first page as possible. And so let's use an example for one that we've already done, one that Tabby already did just a little while ago. She made a video on how to manifest your desires easily. So we click on video here and scroll down just a little bit, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down from the top. So that's definitely ranking good. It only cost us $5 to get this video here, and it has only been up since the 2nd of October and has now 24 views. So 3 thumbs up, so that means that people were actually affected by the information, and there's probably more than just that, but what I'm about to show you, this just goes to show that this can get you people there. So you need to do a keyword research to find out who your market is that you're going to put a value-based something out there for them. So let's go over to something called Google Keyword Planner. It's called Google Keyword Planner now, so let's go ahead and go inside of that. I guess it's getting dark outside, so we'll go back inside here in a second, but let's just go ahead and sign into our Google AdWords. And let's find a keyword. So how do you find your keywords? Well, who are you going to connect with? You're going to connect with people who are just like you. So what I recommend that you do is the 50 I am game. And that is taking the statement I am and then completing it with something that you are or that you like. Like an example would be, for me, I am someone who loves to play hockey. So I'm guessing that other people who like to play hockey would connect with me because I like that. Or I am somebody who studies Kung Fu. So other people who study Kung Fu will connect with me more easily. So write out 50 statements of who you are, and you're going to start to see some patterns emerge of who the people that you want to really be talking to are. So for us, Tabby and I like manifestation, so let's just say how to manifest easily. And we want to make sure our keyword options only show closely related search terms. And we're going to scroll down here, and we're going to grab our ideas. We want to make sure to go to keyword ideas. Now, there's only 10 people a month searching for that, so let's pick one that we also like. How to make money from searching that. That's an industry that we're in, so we'll definitely be connecting with some of these people. A lot of people don't know this, but you need to come over here where it says your plan. You see how it says broad match? You need it to be exact match. Go ahead and click yes. It'll put these little brackets around. Now you know this is exactly how many people a month are searching for that. Well, most people will just go to here and they'll make their keyword about that. Instead, you need to come down here and take a look at some of this other low-hanging fruit down here. 720 people a month are looking exactly for how to make money working from home. Let's take this keyword and let's come over here and let's just do a Google search, because the search engines are always looking to do what's called end search. They want to match exactly what the person was looking for right away so that they don't go anywhere else. Now, if you'll notice, nobody has an exact match on that keyword. The keyword, again, was how to make money working from home. People are looking for that exact phrase. Nobody else has lined up a match for that, so that would be a good match. So the next thing that you'd like to do is go over to YouTube, and you're going to make a new video. And when you make a new video, it's going to ask you, I actually don't have a video for this, but I'm just going to pick a random video that I have on my desktop, and what people need to do from there. Let's just go ahead and pick the Matrix movie. We'll put that in there for now. And when it asks you for your titles, you want your title to be an exact match. So over here it says, oh wait, sorry. Over here our exact match is how to make money working from home. I would obviously put a video inside, be uploading a video that is how to make money from home, the exact match. So the title needs to match exactly. And then it's best if you can figure out a way to say that the keyword again inside of the title again. So are you searching for how to make money working from home? That's good. In the description, you would want to put it 3 times inside of there. You're going to need a little bit of copywriting skills. Let's go ahead and stop that. So you're going to want some copywriting skills inside of there. And you're going to want to put a link to your landing page right away. How Tabby has hers over here. Let's just go back to it. How to manifest desires easily. So in her video, she's got that in the title, how to manifest desires easily, and she was even just learning in this video, and it already got to the first page right away. But inside of your description, you want to put that inside of there as well. How to manifest desires easily. In the first 9 seconds of recording your video, you're going to want to also state how to manifest desires easily, because what that's going to show you is that you have hit the end search for people and that they have found exactly what they're looking for. So then you put a link. This is how you connect it together. People click on this over here, and they're saying, okay, yeah, we did want to learn that. And so over here, they come in here and they put in their information, and you now have collected somebody who's interested in what you're doing. So that's how you connect it together. I just want to show you the tracking of what's happening for that exact thing. Just today, 11 new hits, but let's go ahead and check the lifetime of this. 262 hits, and 84% of those are unique people. So we have over 200 people that have come to this page here to take a look, and this is all free traffic, guys. This is all free people taking a look at what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can do this for anything that you're doing. Let's take a look at what that's turned into leads-wise. So leads-wise, let's come over here and take a look at the two different conversion statistics that I have for two different pages that we have split tested. The first page, well, it's going to make us log in. All right, so the first page is converting at 33%. So 33% of probably about 220, 230 people inside of there have decided to enter in their information. And if you guys know, the most important thing to do on a daily basis is to build your list, to build your relationship with your list, and then after that to show them what it is that you're doing and how it can help them and what it will do for them. So that's how you want to connect it together. The other variation of this page, let's just go ahead and go over to that just because I want to check that live for you guys so that you can see it. Let's take a look. So we come over here. It's actually converting damn good over here as well. I keep resetting it just to check, but we're converting at 35%, and this is all from complete free traffic. So 35% over here, 33% over here, and that's just from one page that I showed you guys. That is a pretty good opt-in rate. Now from there, you want to start optimizing things and testing even further so that you can get yourself up to maybe, say, a 40% or a 50% opt-in rate. And that way, you're capturing that big of a percentage of those leads. So that is pretty much what I have for you guys today. I know it's short. I know it's sweet. And I know I said I was going to keep this short, and we're at 45 minutes now. So go ahead and type any questions that you guys have inside of the chat, and I will. I'm going to actually have a part 2 coming up for this. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. Make sure that you guys get on my VIP list from the page, because that's the only way that part 2 is going to be sent out to you guys. I'm going to put the replay up for a little bit, but I'm going to go more in depth, and I'm actually going to do a run right in front of you guys to show you how fast you can actually get yourself listed right away. And then I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts as far as YouTube is concerned, so that you can make sure to keep yourself from getting banned. And then last but not least, if this stuff is resonating with you guys, you're really going to, and you want to join us for our journey, and you want to be able to be taught something that has A, been completely taken off the market, you can't even get it anymore, and B, it costs people over $1,000 to get it. It's some of the most in-depth highly sophisticated strategies you can do online to market yourself properly, you're going to want to go ahead and go over to the button that's about to pop up. It's going to be a Jedi symbol, and where that's going to take you to is a page to join Tabby and I on our journey, and really be able to start taking control of your life. So for now, we're going to say bye for now, but watch your emails over the next couple of days, because part 2, we're going to go in depth. I'm going to break it all down, and I'm going to show it to you right in front of your eyes on how to make sure it's connected, and then I'm going to drop the biggest bomb that nobody knows that I've been working on yet. And what it really is going to give you the ability to do is I'm going to show you step by step how to brand yourself and position yourself head and shoulders above everybody else around you inside of your market, no matter what you're doing. And I'm going to show you how to structure that properly so that you can really start to see some massive results inside of your business. Until then,
Bye,
bye
guys.
for now. See you guys. Thanks.